Hey, what's up, guys? Jake here, another episode of On the Rise Music Podcast. Today, we are honored to have special guest, producer, and DJ, Mr. J. Huge fan of your music. How you been, man?
I've been all right, bro. How about you?
Oh, well, I mean, hey, the last couple of days have been tough in my semester, but also socially. So we're just hanging in. We're honestly playing it by ear because
Feel
that's all
that.
we can really do.
Yeah, that's all anybody could do right now. Shit's been crazy.
For real. Yeah, I mean, hey, I mean, you got your music thing going, so I'm pretty sure you're staying busy with that and I mean, hey,
Yeah,
that's a great escape, especially from all the shit that's going on right now.
that's a big fact, dude. Honestly, I've been living in the studio recently. Like, I'm moving to Philly pretty soon. Like, I'm
Okay.
I'm in New York currently, but I'm moving to Philly soon. Like the studio I record at is like out there, and I'm actually gonna be like working as like a vocal engineer there as well soon. So
Hey, okay.
yeah, shit's gonna be fire. Shout out Obsidian if you're in Philly, if you're in New York, anywhere. That's where you want to be at.
Say less. I'm pretty sure all our fans got a word of that. But yeah, I mean, hey, whatever makes you happy, especially now when hey, when we're looking for something or for stuff that's gonna make us like propel like hey going into like dude you're working as a vocal engineer like isn't that what you already do like it's something
Dude,
that
it's
comes easy
cool.
for you
It's
exactly.
really honestly though, like it's a lot different than producing. I'm still really new to like the whole like vocal engineering aspect of this. Like, this dude G the Shep, guy's a fucking wizard. He works with like honestly some of like the top rappers out there, man. He's been teaching me a lot. Like once I move
Dang.
out there, he's really gonna teach me some more shit. But like,
Mhm.
I mean, that whole studio, everybody there is just so knowledgeable. They're so smart. It's awesome.
Dang, yeah, that's what's up, that's what's up. just
Yeah, it's
to
fire
just to get right into it, you know what I'm saying.
for
Mr.
sure.
J, when did you start producing, man? Was it like something that you were always interested in, or was it something that you saw your friends doing and were just like, yo, I want to pick this up?
Honestly, so like I was like I grew up on like punk rock and like shit like that and like kind of like like angsty like
Hmm.
emo kid rap type shit like
Okay.
so like my first EDM show I went to, it was like I think it was like Funk Case and Cookie Monster, and
Oh shit. Okay.
dude I was like, what the fuck is this shit? This shit is crazy, bro. It's like screamo music except like fucking some other shit, you know what I mean?
For real. No,
So
I
I was
get
like,
it.
damn, this is cool, bro. So like ever since then, that was in like my man sophomore year of high school. Like I didn't start producing till like my senior year in high school,
Mhm.
but I was like really big into sports, so like I really didn't really get into it until like 2 years ago. Like that's when I really started really diving into this. But I've been learning really, really quickly, picking up on a lot of shit. I've had like a lot of people like helping me out. Like I'm surrounded by unbelievable musicians. Like I've been really fortunate to have like really good teachers and really good friends to help me like learn this shit. It's been
Oh, for
you know
sure.
it's been
Yeah, and
pretty dope
that's honestly the best thing you could do, especially in a career as production and music production. Like surround yourself with people that know what they're talking about. Because with
for
that,
sure,
not only will you gain allies, like with people that you really hit it off with, but also like yo, you're gaining knowledge and it's
dude. So
in a
much.
place, and I'm pretty sure you're very well aware with this in a career where if someone's always going to be better than you to always constantly be looking for that next lesson, it's just going to take you so far.
Yeah, honestly, like I've learned through like sports. Like honestly, like
Yeah, same thing.
there's gonna be always somebody better than you. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like so, I'm kind of like competing with myself to see like, yo, what's like the dopest shit I can make? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
of
how
course.
good can I get at music? You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
because like I used to suck like for real,
I
dude. You
mean,
know what I mean?
everyone starts at the bottom, you know?
No, like you know what I mean though, and it's like kind of cool seeing like bro, I played a drive-in show last month for like with Boogie T with my boy Jenga, like
Okay. Oh
she
shit, okay.
dude sold out like unbelievable,
Hey,
and I
there we
was like
go.
thinking to myself, I was like, bro, like you were playing in basements a year ago, like legitimately a year ago, like
Damn, okay.
you know what I mean, like it's
Yeah.
just cool watching the evolution like of something you're passionate about.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, I'm nowhere near production like level as you and many of the producers that we've had on here, but that point that you make, like seeing yourself come from where you started and then where you're at, like, dude, it's insane. Like my
Cool.
big my huge interest in or right as of right now is like fashion and everything. And to like, I remember when
Yes.
I first started getting into clothing and streetwear and everything back when I was like a junior in high school. I had no
Yeah.
money, I had no drip. I started from the bottom, bro. I was like,
That's lit.
I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything from Supreme, but four or 5 years later, looking back at it, it's just like wow. Like I remember days where I would just be like, I want this, I want this, blah blah blah. As a matter of fact, a couple days ago, I actually picked up a pair of shoes I wanted since I started getting the streetwear. Like that
No
feeling,
way.
it's just so like, oh, it's so fulfilling. And I'm sure music, because it's a way, it's an outlet for you to see yourself be like, wow, I was really passionate about this, and now I'm
It's
fully
cool.
expressing how I feel. Like, dude, that must be so like, uplifting.
It really is, dude. It's really fun. Honestly, I've always wanted to get into like that streetwear shit. I just feel like it's like really like shit's expensive, bro. Like, you know
That's
what
the
I'm saying?
thing.
Like,
That's the thing, bro. I'm like I don't like to coin myself as the goat, but I mean like just because like for I don't want to be pretentious or whatever. But when it comes to like the steals, like hey, I'm the dude to look for. Like it definitely took me, and that's the same thing too. Like when I started out, same shit. Like I was finding stuff, be like, oh damn, I wish I could get that. I wish I could get. And then now I'm like getting pieces that I've always wanted for like fractions of the price, and people are like, oh, you're rich, you're rich. Like nah, 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 nah. I just
nah, you just finesse it.
I put my time like you did, put my time in, did my shit, saw myself through. Now
Damn,
I'm
that's
here.
crazy.
That's
My
what I'm
boy
saying.
in Virginia, like, he's into all like the vintage type shit.
Oh,
Like,
okay. Oh, round two
bro,
start
but
out
he,
there.
bro, he's making bank, bro, and he picks
That's what
this
I'm
shit up in
saying.
thrift stores, bro. I'm like, bro,
Yeah, I wanted to do that, but I mean, I was too much into like I want to keep everything.
dude,
That's just
yeah,
how I feel.
same.
So I have a friend. I have two friends. I have three actually, as a matter of fact, because we're all into the same shit. So it just so happens that three of my friends all are doing the same thing. One of them was a vintage seller, but hey, I remember he tells the same shit. And then two of my other friends are like, "Yo, we started with nothing. Like this is crazy that we're at where we're
It's
at." And they're
crazy.
totally fulfilled. And I mean, like I'm pretty sure that I mean you've have songs that have like tens of thousands of plays, and to see that coming from what you came from, like that must be just surreal.
I remember like so like the first song that got like big was this collab with Space Ghost and Senri, and like I've been like I was like a fan of Space Ghost, and
Yeah, with
like
ASAP Mob and everything, huh?
when he wanted to like work with me, I was like, that's lit, dude.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
that was pretty cool, man. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's pretty crazy, dude. Like I don't really I don't know, man. It's just like I feel like if you're genuine about things and you work hard at things and you're not
Mhm.
just like stupid about shit, you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
and you don't
definitely.
treat your brand like dumb, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I don't know, like everything I do like with passion, you know what I mean? And I'm not like fake about shit. Like I just,
Oh, 100%.
you know,
And I'm sure that background of you being an athlete like just puts into that like or the work ethic, the time, the dedication, all
for
this stuff.
sure.
Like it trains you to be like, do I really care about this, or is this
Yeah.
something that I just want momentarily? And like,
No, it's like, you know, I've seen friends who, you know, like truly, dude, like dude, I've been to school. Like, I'm going on my second master's degree right now, bro. Like,
oh,
I'm
shout out, there we go.
not for real, bro. Like, I know that school struggle you were talking about, real talk. But
Mhm.
like, honestly, bro, I've seen friends, close friends, who are able to monetize their true passions, and I believe that's like my life's goal is to monetize something that I really enjoy doing. You know what I mean? And
100%.
like, dude, I feel like I'm smart enough to do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Definitely. No, I definitely think you are, dude. You're like, I'm listening to your music, and my roommate walked past my room, and he's like, "Are you listening to that?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he like looked at me, and he was like, "Dude,
That's rad.
this is pretty fucking good." He's like, I thought that I left this on," and I was like, "Nah, this is my guess." And he was like, "Bro, that's good." He's like, "Send that to me when you're done." That's what I'm
That's
saying, man.
fire.
Like you definitely like your passion and your drive is totally showing like within this,
I appreciate
and
it.
to just like stretch that point out even more, this is the time, like COVID is the time where those people that just wanted it for the vanity, for whatever face value it was, they're dropping off the face. They're no longer putting stuff out because they're like, is it really
That's a fact,
to
bro. I
that
don't,
I've
and like, I did not want to be one of those like people like who just was like a fade away. Like, I was like, no, no, no,
exactly.
no, no. Like, so I literally, I put my ass in the studio, dude. And I really, I learned shit that I didn't know how to do.
Mhm.
Like, and bro, I haven't even like begun to release like my good shit yet. I'm not even like, like I'm like self-conscious about my music. Like I'll release shit and I'll be like, oh damn, this shit sucks compared to the shit I just made. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, I
Yeah.
kind of want to take that shit down, but I don't know. It's
Hey,
just
two
I feel like it's just the
perfectionists.
beginning. You know what I mean? Like you got to
Yeah.
start somewhere. You know.
Oh, 100%. And honestly, we've had a couple guests on here that are like, I don't even have original music out. It's just all mixes. I'm just trying to hone the craft even more so I can put out something that I'm super confident in. And
For
like, yeah,
sure.
that's a great way to, and right now is the perfect time to do it. Like, bro, you think
Mm-hmm.
about it, we're not having shows. So any of your original music can still be going through that phase of like reworking, and you could pass it through different eyes, different ears, whatever, people that you look up to. Cause it's like, hey,
Yeah,
everyone's got the time to stay home and look at it. Like, what are you going to do? You can't go anywhere.
yeah, on it, dude. Like for real. Like I really did. Like man, I played a lot of fucking Skyrim and I made a lot of fucking music, bro. That's basically
Hey,
it,
hey,
dude.
I mean, for me, it was Star Wars and designing clothing. So it's something to do with the
Star
fantasy.
Wars movies or games.
Actually, Clone Wars. I got really into Clone Wars
The
and
cartoon.
yeah, the cartoons more so
Yo,
than
fuck
anything.
off, bro. That's the shit, dude.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yo,
saying.
that's how you learn about Star Wars is through that shit. Like people don't realize, oh, it's bro. First of all, you see motherfuckers get capped up every episode, bro.
And you're like, what the fuck happened? Like throughout that's really why I watched it, because I was like, you're gonna watch episode 2 and then watch episode 3 and be like, okay, who the fuck is General Grievous? What the hell
Bro,
happened to Anakin? And like, where the hell are all these Jedi?
yo, it goes so deep into like the Force and shit into in the
Mm-hmm.
later seasons, bro.
Oh my
That show's
god.
crazy. Nah,
We
that
got
show's
man.
crazy.
Then we got Mandalorian that came out the other day, and we got a new episode tonight. Ooh,
Yeah,
dude.
honestly, bro. Like I gotta resubscribe to that Disney shit. Like after Mandalorian came out, like I enjoy like a lot of the old school Marvel cartoons, but they just didn't have enough of them on there for me to like
Yeah.
be like because I can
Yeah.
get that shit on different
Oh, totally. You can
services
find it
and shit
online for free. Yeah, my boy's
for free. Yeah,
a huge Marvel DC comic fan, and he was just like, "Oh,
bro.
sending me all these websites. Oh, you don't gotta pay for anything. Trust me." And I was like, "All
Yo,
right,
I'll
man."
put on. Trust me, bro. I'm not paying for my cartoon. Like I'm a nerd, dude. Like, I mean, that's where my Mr. J names comes from. It's just a Joker.
Hey, oh, hey. I mean, you even included it in one of your songs. What is it? Deathstroke too. It's a character
Yeah, a lot of them.
from what's it called? From DC. I mean, it's supposed to be in the
Yeah,
new
I put a
what's it
lot of
called
like
movie.
comic shit in my music, but like honestly, like I relate to like the Joker. Like he's smart. He thinks shit out. He's got a plan, bro. Like I got a plan, man, and I'm like
100%.
executing my shit.
And I love that whole that you like identifying with the villain. Like a lot of people cast aside the villain, which was crazy.
He don't even think he's the villain though, bro. He's just
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's your
I'm
perception.
not good or bad. I'm just myself,
It's
dude.
how you perceive me is how you will how is depending on how you like see me. You see me as like my actions
That's
are good.
fast,
You see my actions as bad. Like, hey, that's just how you perceive. And that's why the recent Joker movie was so fucking insane, because it was
bro.
like, does society have villains or does society create villains? You know what I'm saying? Like these people in these shows are a lot smarter than people let on, just because no one wants to fully delve into it because it's like, oh, it's a cartoon, it's a comic book. Nah, fuck it, it's for kids. Like, nah, bro. These dudes
No,
like
this
real
is
shit.
real. Like they're like, bro, like the Joker's like mind is a legitimate psychosis, bro. Like he has issues that are like legitimate and real.
And a
But
lot of people have them. It's
yeah.
just no one wants to like acknowledge it. And it's like for you
No,
to be
yeah,
like, no,
yeah.
I'm the Joker. Like, dude, you're definitely you're showing like, hey, it's not all black and white. Like, yo, we got some great. Like, you can be good and you can also be perceived as bad at the same time.
Yeah.
But like,
No,
it's
dude,
your
bro, I
true
do.
intention.
Yeah, literally, man. Like, honestly, bro, like, I like, so, like, the second degree I'm doing, like, I work with special ed kids, and that's like what I
Oh,
do
okay.
right now.
Hey,
You know
shout
what I
out to
mean?
you,
But
man.
like,
Yeah.
like, I'm not like, I'm also in clubs all night and studios all night making fucking crazy ass, like, stupid ass music. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's kind of like a weird duality. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, duality of man, bro. Get your shit done, but also party hard. And like I totally, it's so crazy to me to see like people that have like you're going out getting your second master's degree, but at the same time working with like kids that need like the most amount of like patience and attention. And
Yeah,
yet
it's
you're
pretty
going out,
stressful. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, and yet you're going out and you're dropping party bangers. You're going out partying and you're still having a great time while also doing like or being morally just. Like,
Yeah, nah. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'm kind of a piece of shit, but like,
I mean, aren't we all?
I'm a good piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I
I'm
agree.
not like you're a model citizen by any
Hmm.
means of the point, but like, dude, like I like to help people who genuinely need help. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
that's what led me to like really get passionate about working with those kind of kids. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, bro. Like I'm in the studio all night, like getting pretty reckless. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, I mean, hey, I get your shit done and you do what makes you happy. And if both of those things, producing and working with special ed kids, makes you happy, like hey, all power to you, man. You are showing, you are giving light, and that's what I. It's kind of funny because I'm starting to see now a lot more people come out and be like, yo, I'm a really big nerd, but also I do all this shit. Or I'm like I do all this crazy shit, but I'm also like a really good person. And I really,
Yeah,
really enjoy that a lot of people and appreciate that a lot of people are starting to come out like that way and presenting themselves that way because it's like you don't have to follow a cookie cutter
no,
of
not at
point
all,
of view
dude.
of a
Like,
person.
bro, I got piercings in my face. I got tattoos like all over my body, bro. And like, listen, man, like you don't got to look a certain way to do a certain type of thing, bro.
Mhm.
And you don't, you know what I mean? Like that's, I don't know. Let your actions speak, not your looks. I think you should look any type of way you want. Like anybody who discriminates about that in the workplace is just a bitch.
High key. I 100% agree. And you're like Mr. J moniker, adding it to like your music and everything. You're like, hey, I'm not a bad person, but I mean, sometimes I identify with like the villain. You know what I'm saying? Like you're giving
Yeah,
kids a voice, and your music definitely has that very grimy, dark aspect to it that can relate and connect to fans
that's
that
the kind of like dubstep I fell in love with. Honestly, same thing with like rap. I'm like very influenced by like Ghostmane, like
Mhm.
I don't know, like the whole like
Suicide
old
Boys,
school, bro, Suicide Boys, like the old school like
Kami,
schema
and Scheme
posse
Boys.
shit. Like, dude, don't even get me started. Like, fucking Sos Mula is like my favorite fucking rapper right now, bro.
Aren't they NY natives too?
Yes, sir,
There you
dude.
go.
Like, they are fucking killing it right now, bro. Like, dude, man, he's like that whole like just like rock mixed with like that trap shit. Like, dude, that has been like I have so much of that shit. Like, my God, bro, I have so much of that shit made, bro, and it's gas. But like, he's of heavy influence on me. I like his shit, man.
Yeah, and
Like for
honestly,
real.
I really enjoyed that you didn't have only or solely like I was on your SoundCloud and you didn't have solely EDM or electronic songs. You had your rap songs that you were
Yeah,
spitting on and everything. And it's like, yeah, you shouldn't be pigeonholed. Like if you really fuck with rap music and that's what helped inspire like the type of sound you go for, like dude, do
facts.
it, experiment with it.
Like when you come to one of my sets, bro, like you're hearing like all of my gross rhythm, you're hearing all of my fucking hip hop, you're hearing basically a whole set of my own music. Like, and that was like my goal from the start. Like, I didn't want to be like a DJ. I wanted to be a musician. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, and bro, I'm not a guitarist. I don't play the fucking piano like Mozart or shit. I just know how to fucking put some crazy sounds together to make them sound cool. You know what I'm saying? So like,
100%.
I was like, I'm gonna make as best as I can that kind of crazy music, and I don't know, you just learn shit, and it evolves. You know what I mean? You become able to make other type of shit, and honestly, like I've been rapping on all of my dubstep shit, and like
Hmm.
honestly, my friends were like, "Yo, you should fucking like start experimenting with some other type of fucking like rap shit and stuff," and I'm like, "Fuck it, man, yeah, because I could probably mix that into my dubstep sets, and that would be hot. That would be like my own type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, might
Like
as well.
that's kind of like the wave I'm going for, man. Because a lot of these people are like happy dubstep and
Uh-huh.
like yeah, I'm not like I'm like dude, fuck that. I'm like let's get weird and like let's kind of like you know what I'm saying. Like we're not. It's not like happy. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like I don't
totally.
know.
Yeah, the real world it just is the real world. Like it's neither happy nor bad. It's just shit
Yeah,
happens and however you then a majority of the times though it's not happy. So yeah, for you to and I've talked to the last two people we've had on the show say the same exact thing like hey, we want to break from that like pop like super upbeat utopian music when in reality like yo, I don't feel that all the time. Like like you're a nerd, bro. Like let's be real, you're a nerd. You're not normal. Like you're weird to certain
fuck
people.
yeah.
So I mean, hey, I'm a nerd too. For crying out loud,
Nah,
I
it's
make Star
lit,
Wars
bro.
shit. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
lit, bro.
Like I don't
Also,
really.
normal doesn't even exist, bro. Normal's not
Mm-mm.
a thing, bro.
No, it's a societal construct that basically just tries to
That's
keep
it,
you at the
man.
status
That's
quo.
it, bro.
Like
That's
doesn't
it.
want you to achieve your full your full potential. But
Bro.
it's
We'll
like
all be fine. We're fine, bro. We could look how we want. We're smart
exactly.
people.
Get your
It'll
shit
be all right,
done.
bro.
Be truthful with yourself. Be truthful with your word. Be
That's it.
truthful. with your intentions, and like, dude, you could look and do whatever the fuck you want. Seriously,
I agree.
all you got in this life is your word. So as long as you stay true to your word, no one can really judge you. And if they hate you, then they hate you. Like, move on,
Yeah,
man.
no, that's bro. I treat my music the same way. Like, bro, you could like it or you could not. I kind of just make like it all started because like, bro, like I legitimately, bro, like I was chilling in my fucking room like with my girlfriend. I was like, damn, man, you know what, bro? Like, I kind of want to like start doing this shit. And I think like Mr. J would be a dope ass fucking name. And yo, she was like, damn, yeah, that's kind of fire, bro. I swear to God, it started just like that, bro. And
I
like,
mean, hey, it's sometimes starts in the most random places, you know?
it was mad funny, bro. It was like, and then it just like, like a year later, like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, and it's like if you're really like one thing that like to just build off of that point, like how matter of fact it started. Like one of the things that I realized I'm really good at, like with over the last 3 4 years, is writing. Like because I told you earlier I'm
That's
an English
cool.
major and everything, so like writing essays comes really easy to me. Writing up stuff just comes really easy to me. My
That's
ideas
dope.
just flow. So, and my dad has always said like, hey man, like you're a really good writer. You're a very creative person, you should write a TV show. Like a lot of people, like even if you're not going to sell it, at least just write it so it's cathartic and it feels like you've gotten out all this stuff that all these memories you've held on to and you've put them on paper, so you feel a little like a little fulfilled in a way.
Yeah,
And,
that's cool.
and the other day or a couple weeks ago, I had an assignment that was to write a script for like King Lear, some like scene 8. Like we had to make up some random scene at the end of like one of the acts or whatever. And I was like, damn, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Like I don't know how this is gonna go. Literally, it honestly collectively probably took me about 2 hours to draft it, outline it, and then type it all up, and then to fix it, reorganize it like the way my professor wanted and everything. Dude, I
Yeah.
got like an A on it, and I was like, holy shit, writing scripts is like low key, it's very rudimentary. It's so easy. Why would I not want to? Like, I have a lot of stories I like to tell, so I was like, why would I
You
not want
should
to
do
write
that
one?
shit
You know
then,
what I'm
bro.
saying? And I've told a bunch of my friends that have said the same exact thing, and they're like, they're so excited about it and everything. And it's like, what's crazy too, and I when you mentioned it, I was like, wow, I relate to that. What's crazy too is I feel like I'm smart enough, not in a bragging way, not in a preachy way, but I feel like I'm
No, you
smart
just
enough.
get like you could understand, you could put a plot together, bro, and
Hmm.
you think it'll work. That kind of
Exactly.
smart. Like,
And
bro,
it's
like
like,
everybody's mad smart in different kind of ways, but like
exactly.
I've legitimately thought about this shit. You know what I mean?
And in the
And I
same
think I
way,
put, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and in the same way that you're like, no, I'm smart enough that I can get good off this music shit, is the same exact way I feel about this show. It's like, yo, I'm really passionate about, like, again, you're monetizing what you're really passionate about. And if
bro,
like
exactly, man.
this can pop
Like,
off, like, dude, to write scripts like
you
for
love
a
to do
show
that
I
shit. That's
created,
not
are you
work.
kidding me?
That's
That's
just
not
having
work.
fun and
And
making money.
like, dude, that's beautiful. Like, that's fun. Wake up every morning and be like, oh, I gotta write some shit today, let's do this. Like, dude, that's,
Dude,
oh man.
that's fire, man. And I'm not even saying I want to be like the richest person ever. I don't give a
No,
fuck,
no,
bro.
yeah, neither
Like,
do I.
if I can have a nice little fucking house, you know what I mean? A couple
Mhm.
cats, bro, and like afford to get like dope ass food and like enough like weed to last me the week every week, fine, bro. I will have zero complaints, bro.
That's what I'm
Zero
saying. It's the
complaints.
little things, bro. Like, I don't wanna be the richest person in the world. I wanna live
Nah, I
comfortably.
don't need that shit.
I wanna be able to provide for my kids.
Man, me
I
too.
want my kids to be hype beasts. I wanna be like, I wanna get reward them when they do something good, when they get a good grade. Be like, "All right, bet, here's the Supreme Box logo." Like,
That's
way
fire.
to
Yeah,
do
I wish
well.
my dad gave me
But
that shit.
that's why I mean, like my dad got me into sneakers and everything, but like building that even further, I'm like, I want to get my kids into fashion. Like I
Yeah,
want
that's
to
fire,
instill
bro.
that. Like, shout out to my dad. I definitely got to give it to my dad. Like, shout out to my dad. I'll love
I
to.
just dropped a lot of merch. I'm gonna send you some shit.
Hey, I'm always open, man. I'll definitely rep, especially since out here in Arizona, everyone fucks heavy with EDM music. So I mean,
Bro,
hey, if I can get your name in a couple people's mouths, I mean, I got your name in my roommate's mouths. So hey, if I
that's
can get your name in
gangster.
some other people's mouths, like, you know what I'm saying, you might have a virtual showdown here in Tucson.
Yeah, that's fire.
But yeah, bro, like hey, doing whatever makes you happy, and monetizing and figuring out a way to monetize it, like, yo. And I mean, hey, you're doing it, and you're far ahead of me in the aspect of you achieving your dreams. But still, man,
Just doing our things, man. You know what I
that's what I'm
mean?
saying.
I'm still like, you know what I mean? I'm still
Oh yeah, no,
nowhere
no,
near,
hey, you
you
can't be
know, like
complacent. There's a long journey, especially to the top.
honestly, bro, like you know who Jenga is?
Sounds familiar.
Bro, he's like my like dad, bro. Like honestly, like I played some of my biggest shows like with him, man. Like I played with him on his bus, like literally probably in front of like 4,000 people at E-Forest.
Huh.
Like seriously, like he's like the coolest dude, like unbelievable musician, like literally awesome dude. But I remember him at like he had literally had like 1,000 followers on Instagram and all that shit, bro. Just murdering it, man. Like signed to Deadbeats, Wakan, bro. Like
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
going
there we
off,
go.
man. It's just inspirational, bro. Like you should peep his shit. He's fire.
Yeah, now I'm gonna definitely check it out. I mean, hey, like,
He's gas.
yeah, I mean, if he's your father, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
Yeah, literally, dude.
might as well get the music directly from the source.
Nah, yeah, he's unbelievable, bro. But
Um,
I mean, it's cool to see the shit moving, though. You know what I mean? Like I remember, like I don't know. I remember when I used to have to take shit down because it was getting like 200 plays, and I was like, damn. Now, like it's kind of like I don't know. I was like looking through my shit like literally today. I was like, damn, like some of this shit is like a lot of plays, like
I
for like
dude, I'm
just getting
saying,
started. You know what I mean?
I'm saying, yeah, you only have like what 8 tracks out, 6, 7, 8 tracks out, or something like
So
that.
like I think it's like 8 on my page, but I have 10 released on like labels and like collabs on like other people's like shit. And I just posted like a playlist of them all, and I'm like looking through them, like damn, like some of these are racked up.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like it's crazy too. Like you're so hard at work, like trying to perfect what you're doing that you forget that you're actually making an impact on people's lives. That you're so focused on the next song that you're like, or like the perfect way to describe it is have you ever heard you listen to Tyler Creator, correct?
Dude, hell yeah,
You
so
listen. I'm
good.
guessing you loved Wolf too.
Dude, yeah,
Okay, you know the song Colossus or
yeah, so good.
where he's like Yonkers, Yonkers. I'm sick of hearing about Yonkers. I'm glad that it worked, but I'm looking to conquer or whatever. I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure that's the same mentality you have. Like you're like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm glad it's doing well because you're so focused on trying to get that next song that you're like, holy shit, people really love this.
and it's like not even about the plays. I just think like it's like a better quality piece of music. That's why
Mm.
it's getting a little bit more of attention every time. You know what I mean? So like, which
Yeah.
is again, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm doing something right. But like, let's keep it going. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and every new song is that opportunity. Like, okay, what worked for
uh-huh.
this one? Okay, bet. And like constantly having that mentality of I need to improve is going to keep you relevant for like a long time.
I think so, man. Honestly, like, I don't know. I just think it's a like the whole like I don't know, like little wave. Like it's gonna be cool. Like people could kind of relate to it and hop on it. Like not everybody wants to go see like a happy like typical dubstep set. Like some people want like some of that like mean shit, some of that like kind of like rough shit. You know what I mean? Like
I mean, especially
I
now,
don't
you
know,
know, a lot of people are feeling mean and rough. Like
pretty
those
aggressive.
are
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like I don't know. It's kind of just the vibe of like I'm getting lately. You know what I mean? So I don't know,
No,
man.
and with that, like you're connecting with those people that feel that same exact way. Like like we mentioned earlier, it's not that poppy like bait or face value, just happy music that everyone can connect to. Because with that, I mean, again, what did I say? It's pop music. It's obviously it's gonna hit a bunch of people, but
Right.
it's not gonna sit with people like your music will. Like how it has angst, how it has like anger, frustration, or whatever you can feel from it. Like that's from listening to it through your music, it feels authentic. Like you were mentioning earlier, you want to go for that the authenticity,
Hmm.
that like realness, and from your music not following the cookie cutter shape that pop music does. Like you're definitely resonating with people a lot more. That's why your music's getting a lot of plays. You know.
Yeah. Like I feel like it's getting more plays a lot. I want them to start all hitting like 50K type. That once I hit like that's my next goal. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's a pretty attainable goal, especially with the route that you've been going.
I know. I just want to keep releasing quality shit to like keep building up to that. You know what I mean? I like it's not a rush. I'm not in a rush. I'm
Mm,
not like looking for anything, man. I'm now it's honestly like I'm kind of addicted to like how good I can get and
mm,
like like honestly how like good I could release like what's the best piece of music I could release? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know,
yeah.
like where could I go? Where how far could this go? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
curious.
the athlete mentality is definitely presenting itself because you're constantly like, dude, yeah, that's really beneficial to you that you were an athlete. I mean, like you're like you said, like there's always someone that's better than me. So why would I not want to see how good I can get? And that, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm not worried, man, and I don't hate on people for making better shit. Like, it makes me
as you
more
shouldn't, man.
stoked because I'm like, damn, like that means I can make some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and like that's it's like it's insane to me that really good athletes can see like another really good athlete that's better than them, if not or as good as them, if not better than them, and be inspired by that. Like
dude,
I
hell
like
yeah,
watching. So I still play club baseball here at the university. So in a way, I'm still kind of constantly still training myself and playing baseball
right.
and having that baseball mentality. So like watching the World Series, and I'm a huge Dodger fan. Shout out the Dodgers. Let's go, baby. 2020 world champs. But like I was watching, like just as the season progressed, I was watching one of their pitchers throw curveballs, and I was like, "Holy crap! I'm inspired. Like this is like, oh, how good it
Yeah,
is. This inspires me. Like I want to be like this good. I want my pitch to look like that. I wanted to do that, and to have that mentality, like, dude, to be inspired by something and not to be upset with something, like
right,
that's really mature, and that just means that you're headed, that you're a few steps ahead of those people that are just in it for the vanity.
right. Yeah, I mean, I think that shows. Like, I think when people are like, especially in the dubstep scene, like, dude, like, if you're looking for like clout and money, definitely don't be a dubstep producer.
Yeah, you
So
gotta.
there's
Yeah,
that.
you
But
gotta care about. You gotta care about your music and depth. There's too many producers.
dude, literally, man. But yeah, I don't know. I also didn't want to like limit myself to being like a dubstep producer either. That's why like I started incorporating a lot of vocal type shit and making more like hip hoppy type music and like alternative type music. Cause like I don't know, I think it makes the whole like set way more unique than just hearing like womps and wubs the entire time. Like it, don't get me wrong, my shit's a lot of fucking, it's mostly dubstep, but like it's got a lot of my own rap, it's got a lot of my own vocals, it's got a lot of like guitar, it's got a lot of crazy shit in it, you know. So it's
Yeah.
diverse, man.
Oh, 100%. And I mean, if you think of it this way, it's just all stuff that inspired you. So if you're putting all stuff
Yeah,
that
dude.
inspired you into your
It's
music,
literally all, honestly, it's all of my inspirations. Like that's like my music, what it's becoming. You know what I mean? It's not like limited to anything. Like honestly, I'm just a producer at this point, and like I just make music. You know what I mean? Like
oh
whatever I'm
yeah,
feeling, that's what I'm making.
and like
Like my
you
page is not just dubstep. Like you could
no,
expect everything.
yeah, and that's a great way to go about like just like your brand, because in a way there's probably a kid out there who has the same background as you and is listening to this and was like, wow, I really do like this. Like I like the same thing, and they're inspired by it, and they're like, hey, maybe I want to
Uh-huh.
produce because he doesn't have because he or because Mr. J came from the emo rock music. Maybe I too can come from the same interest, yet still produce these great hits. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, if anybody wants to do anything, they should just do it. Like honestly, like life is literally too short, and you only get to live it once. Like, like we know maybe you get to live it twice. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no one's ever
But
come
like,
back
who
to answer
fucking knows, dude? You
that.
might come back as some other crazy type shit, man. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I think you should just do whatever you want. Like, that's like, I don't know. I've done a lot of crazy shit in my life, man. I've learned a lot of like pretty crazy lessons. Not, you know, I'm still young, dude. I don't know everything, man. But
Oh, of course, of
I don't
course.
know. I think you should, if you're passionate about something, I think, and you're young, you know what I mean. I think you should give it a fucking real go at it. You know what I mean? Like, and see what happens, dude. You know?
Yeah, I agree, and I think yeah, and to like to build off of that, especially now, like do stuff that really makes you happy. Like we're at a time in like
Bro.
society where everything is just turbulent as fuck. So for you not to
Right.
have something to come to and just escape that, like
You need that.
that's yeah, you totally need it. So I mean,
That's
hey,
healthy.
if any of our fans out there listening, if you want to start a podcast that rivals us, go ahead and start that podcast. We want competition. That's healthy. We want to see you doing your thing and happy. And Mr. J, I mean, he says the same thing. Like he just wants you to see your thing do, and he's doing his thing too, and he's happy with it. So you know what I'm saying? Got any
Yeah,
fans
man.
out there? Do your shit.
Yeah, you got to, bro. Because that's it, man. Like, honestly, bro, like, it's not worth feeling down. You know what I mean? Just
Mm-mm.
like do whatever you want. Unless
Nah,
it's like,
totally.
unless you're like a weirdo murderer or something. Like, don't do that.
Yeah. Find vices to switch it up and deal with that in a healthy way.
Yeah, yeah. Play
Meditate,
video
maybe.
games or
Maybe you
something.
just need some meditation.
Get a stress ball.
For yeah, for real, for real. I mean, hey, I've had a great conversation with you. I know I could chop it up with you all day
For
about
sure,
just
bro.
authenticity and life experiences and I mean, hey, just like anything, you know. I've had a great conversation with you, but I know you're a busy man. You're a DJ, and plus you're in a different time zone. So I
Yeah,
understand
that's crazy.
it's a little later. Hey, shout out to On the Rise, getting us all over the world. We had someone from Austria. We had someone from or from Salzburg or Germany technically. Excuse me,
It's
I
crazy.
butchered that. I feel terrible about that. And then we had another guy from Germany, and then we have you from New York. We had someone from Mississippi. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? On the Rise is going
Yeah, that's
global.
sick, bro. You're doing your thing, man.
Hey, I'm trying. You and I, man, we're doing our thing, trying to get our shit done. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But you know, I could chop it up with you all day. But I do want to let you go real quick. But before I let you go, I want to ask you a final question. It's more so a two-part question. Um, Basically, what is one piece of advice you would tell a producer starting out, just an artist starting out? And then, is there anyone you're working with right now, or that you are listening to that you just want to give a shout out to? Go ahead and shout
For sure. Um, some good advice. Don't wipe back to front.
them
You'll get poop on your nutsack.
out. I love
So
that.
like definitely don't do that. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm working with some pretty dope people right now, man. Autocorrect, shout out Autocorrect. That's
Shout
gonna be a
out
fucking
autocorrect.
huge collab. Kane and Abel, unbelievable producers.
Shout
Mantra
out Kane and
Sounds.
Abel.
I just launched a collective, Sus One Mob. So look that shit up. Obsidian Studios, man. I don't know. That's the spot, bro.
Shout
But
out.
yeah,
Hey,
man.
yes, sir. Shout them all out. Give them the recognition they deserve. You know
Those
what
are
I'm
the
saying?
homies, bro. That's the gang.
Hundo P, Hundo P. All right, man. I just want to take one last thank you to Mr. J for coming on. Really appreciate you giving us a different perspective
Appreciate you,
about
bro.
authenticity and your work ethic. Giving the fans a little bit of an insight on how you work and why you work. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow him on Instagram. That is
Mr. J Dubs.
Mr. J Dubs. That's right. All one. That's don't forget to listen to his music on SoundCloud. Don't forget to listen to his
Same
music
thing.
wherever his music is released. Don't forget
Everywhere.
to everywhere basically. Don't forget to
Yeah.
follow, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. And also don't forget to watch our older videos because we can always use some views. With that being said, again, I want to give a final shout out and thank you, big thank you to Mr. J for coming on and being such an amazing guest. And
Appreciate you, bro.
with that being said, peace out, you guys.